So why my 301st hotel install was my last. It has been a very emotional few months for me. So this episode is definitely going to be on the more personal side, which I can see from the numbers you absolutely love, because the highest episode of unique downloads, which is about to cross 1,000, is my last episode in season 4 about what's next with the Hotel Florist. And so the past few months have been ups and downs, from almost selling a business to it not selling last minute, to almost signing a client to not signing a client last minute. And in these moments, you truly have to hold yourself, hold your belief, know that everything is happening for you, and to trust the timing. As I always say, like, the universe always has my back. So something that I have rather recently started tapping into over the past year and a half is current energetics, meaning what am I currently doing right now? Because I don't know about you, but I operated from a place of, this is what I should do, this is what I used to do, this is what I'm expected to do. And nothing about that feels good in my body. Nothing about that is current. Everything is outside of myself. And this past year and a half has been all about reclaiming my personal power, getting in touch with that again, stepping back into who it is that I knew I would always be. And that came with a lot of decisions, but being very present in my life. And so this last year and a half, I have really taken time to reflect on where it is that I'm going, what it is that I want to do, what is it that I want to be known for, what are some things that have happened to me in the past that I'm ready to talk about, that I'm ready to process. And when I think about my floral design business, being in it now for over 7 years, it made me wonder, like, what is the future of this business? And this is something that a lot of entrepreneurs don't talk about. We all talk about how to start a business, but what happens when you're done with the business? What happens when you want to, like, quickly wrap it up? You're like, okay, I got it. I got in, I got out, I'm ready to go. And this happens because we're human beings and we're multi-passionate. And so naturally we have a lot of things that excite us. If you're into human design, especially if you have a 3 in your profile, I'm a 1-3. We're constantly learning. We're constantly doing. You can teach me something all day long, but until I go do it, it's not going to connect with me. And so if I stay doing the same thing every single day, day in and day out, like, that is a very boring, sad life for me. It doesn't work for me. And so something that I realized over the past year and a half is that I've been very hands-off in my floral design business. In fact, you know me as the Hotel Florist. This is my online coaching business. Like, I have a whole another floral design business just like you on the other side. And in fact, I was so hands-off and my numbers were so good that it was almost bought. It was like, this is genius. How do we buy into this? We want more of this. So for the past year and a half, like, I haven't even gone into the lobbies of my clients. In fact, just yesterday, I went in to clean out our room and to take everything out. And I realized, like, I don't even know when the last time it was that I was in this hotel. I did all my contract negotiations over Zoom, and I sent my team, and my team handled everything. And, like, literally, that's how hands-off I've been. And so you'll notice, and I want this episode to encourage you, that when you start losing the sparkly, juicy energy that you feel for what it is that you've been doing or you used to do, please give yourself the permission to bow out. Please give yourself the permission to put down the toy. I'm sure I've given my toy analogy somewhere on this podcast. Like, put it down. You're meant for other things. Imagine if we all just stuck doing the same thing over and over and over again. What a disservice that would be for us and our collective. Like, we wouldn't be stepping into our genius. We wouldn't be taking that next step of growth and evolution, because we're so terrified. We're like, oh, but this is what I've always known, and this is what I've always done. Or, I worked so hard to get here and I just have to, like, stay here. you would not be sharing your next evolution with us and as a community. Like it would be bad. So I've alluded to this a few times that I officially have gone ahead and parted ways with one of my biggest hotel clients that I've had now for almost 6 years. It was our 301st hotel install. That means that over 301 times myself or my team has gone in and designed something inside the hotel. That's how long it's been, like over 300 times. It's a long time, guys. And I was surprised when one of the comments I received was, what made them not want to rehire you? And the reason why I was surprised by this is because it still shows that in our mind, even when we get something good or we see someone has something good, it's just a matter of time for it not to work out. You know, it's like this phrase, like, let's see how it goes. You know, your foot is already out the door. It's already like, it's good now, but it's going to be bad later. And so what's also equally available is that I chose not to re-sign with them. Both options are exactly the same. But you see how we naturally go into, what did you do? Why didn't they want you anymore? Because we have this innate fear that we won't be worthy or desirable at some point, that we have some sort of like expiration date or price tag or something looming over our heads. Like it's only a matter of time. Like we get it and all of a sudden it starts counting down like ding, 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 ding. And eventually like we're going to run out of time and that's it. We're chopped liver. So I decided that this was no longer a good fit for me. It was an extremely hard decision. It not only affects my life and my business and the company's sale that I didn't go through with, but it also affects my employees and their life. And you can go on Instagram, and I actually filmed it. It was a really hard decision. I always talk about what it means to be a leader and going first and holding yourself in the void. And it's not about what you're doing, it's who you're being as you're doing it. And I wanted to capture that moment because I want to remind you that good things can be hard. Good decisions can come with sadness. You don't have to place meaning on those feelings and then all of a sudden self-doubt yourself, because innately, you know, like your soul knows you have a mission, you know what you're meant to do, but fear and conditioning and all the things stand in the way. So it wasn't a good fit for me for a number of reasons. And I am still on very good terms. In fact, I just saw the general manager yesterday, gave each other a really big hug. I told him I'm inviting him and his wife over to my house for dinner next month. Like he could move to a whole new hotel next year and we would connect again. He could have new owners. That was another thing. It was my third set of owners in 3 years. Like that's a lot of owners. So much could change, but I decided for myself that I am now a 6+ figure hotel florist. That is a non-negotiable for me. I work with certain types of brands. That is a non-negotiable for me. And until then, there's like a million other things that I want to go do. So none of this is going anywhere. It's just, I was complete with this current container. I had outgrown the container. I was literally like a balloon, so big in the container. I'm like smashed up on the glass roof. It was not a vibe. It did not look good. It's like when you try to put on your pants, unless you're like the 1% that you still do this. You try to put on your pants from high school, they just don't fit, okay? They don't look good. We can no longer, I don't know what era you were in, but I was definitely in the Britney Spears, like all the way low down. Like I really like my high-waisted jeans now. So it's just not a good fit. And that's okay. Like we grow, we evolve, does not mean anything good or bad. So identity work is really hard when it comes to making a switch. And it doesn't matter like where you come from, but especially if you've come from success and you've been successful at one thing, it's really hard to let go of that and that identity and step into something as a newbie. Because guess what? As newbies, we don't always get it right. We don't always say the right thing. We don't always say it the most perfect way. We don't always put the perfect like filter in the photo and all the things and do it the perfect way and get the perfect signature. Like we make mistakes, but that's so necessary for us to learn. And so I've been making a switch over the past 1.5 years. And it has been very difficult for me because of my identity. I have now shifted from floral designer, floral business owner, six-figure hotel florist to online empowerment coach, business mentor. Like, all of this takes identity work and it takes integration. And it is a new direction that I'm going into with my floral design company. So now that I've been in the online space for a couple of years, just like the hotel industry, I quickly realized, like, hey, we've got a niche here, we've got a niche here that nobody's tapping into. There's no brand standard. So you could drop like 20,000 on an online coach, and then you get like the most basic flower arrangement from 1-800-Flowers. Like, absolutely not. This is not okay. So I've created my own platform, and I've created my own network of florists who are going to work through this platform to deliver the most beautiful arrangements for the online coaching industry, the luxury online coaching industry. So that is something that I'm tackling in the new year. So this is a new direction in a new market as a world-class leader and a trailblazer, simply meaning nobody has gone before me. Nobody has done this. I've been saying now I'm going to be the luxury version of 1-800-Flowers, while also holding on to growth and evolution over a lifetime. So I'm not January 2nd sitting down, pedal to the metal, like we're creating this platform come hell or high water. I'm growing into this space because new doors have opened, new opportunities have arisen, and I'm curious about it. Just like I've now walked into the room of owning that I'm a six-figure hotel florist. So if I'm going to work with a certain brand, that contract is minimum 6 figures. Now, what I am really focused on, like so I've just given you like second and third place, is first place goes to Goddess Millionaires. Now, I know a lot of you follow me over on my personal account where I've changed some words and you've heard me talk about it. Maybe you've heard me talk about it a little bit here, but thanks to this world, thanks to you, thanks for the opportunity of working with incredible, especially really driven, self-led female creative entrepreneurs. I quickly realized that there were a lot of things that I needed to go and handle before I could be the leader that my clients deserved. And so I have done almost 2 years now deep diving into personal development, my own education, my own mentorship, my own healing journey, and Goddess Millionaires came through as my brand. And I've talked about this a few times on different podcasts about how crazy I thought this concept was, and what the heck is a Goddess Millionaires, and what does that even mean? And I'm not a goddess, and I'm definitely not a millionaires, and just had this struggle. And I'm going to be sharing so much more about that in the new year and how you can follow along on that journey. You can just go and follow my personal page. But what I want to say is it's thanks to this world. It's thanks to this podcast, this community, to creating all these programs for you. I really want to remind you, like, I was a florist. I literally struggled with Zoom and figuring out how to take photos of myself and record myself. Like, I don't think I ever had taken a selfie before. Like, this was all new territory for me. And so I'm just so incredibly grateful and really excited for what's to come with Goddess Millionaires. Now, the Hotel Florist will continue on, and I will always be the founder. The thing with the Hotel Florist is we are now becoming more of a corporate brand. And so there are a lot of exciting and new partnerships. You're going to probably start meeting new people on our team. We have a growing YouTube channel. We have an incredible social media team. And we are here to support you as you go through our world, our brand, as you go in and out of our containers, our group coaching programs. Everything is available to you. You're listening on the podcast. You know what's up for offer. You know how to click on links and bios. You know how to visit websites. I trust in your power, but I just want to let you know that the Hotel Florist is not going anywhere, and you're probably just going to feel a more supported experience with the brand. So naturally, when I stepped into the Hotel Florist world, I didn't really know what to expect. I'd never made an online course before. I'd never really coached before. I was just like, okay, let's give this a whirl. Like, people really need help. I love to help people. And then here I am 2 years later, 6 figures later. And I'm like, wow, I am actually loving this coaching industry. I'm loving being a business mentor. I'm loving trailblazing new areas where people are like, wow, I never thought of that. And I was like, this is what needs to continue on. And so this is an evolution of myself. This is an evolution of a brand. This is an evolution of the Hotel Florist. The Hotel Florist is an incredible brand that stands on its own. And in a way, it's like, the Hotel Florist is ready to go to school now. Like the Hotel Florist is now going to graduate from being at home as a toddler and is now going to go into school. So that's the best way to explain it. So yes, so this is just an evolution of the Hotel Florist and an evolution of myself. And always, I am very grateful for your support. Now, the thing with the Hotel Florist brand is everything is evergreen, meaning that it holds its value no matter the timing. And when you're ready, I'm ready. So this stars, and I know it will only keep on growing. As always, if you're loving the podcast, please share it. Please send it out into the universe because other people just like you would love to connect with it. And for me, this new direction, on top of Goddess Millionaires, it's about writing and publishing my book this year. I've been writing a book on how I have broke the cycle of trauma, abuse, and poverty, and publishing it would be my biggest success of the year, becoming a TEDx speaker, focusing on my coaching and business mentorship programs, hosting beautiful VIP days and retreats in the most breathtaking countries, as well as living a dual continent lifestyle between the US and Germany with my 3 rescue Siamese cats and the love of my life. So this year is all about integration from the past couple of years of learning and doing and being. And to do that, space is required. And so it was, again, a difficult decision, as change always is, as identity always is, but it was a very necessary one to support my growth and evolution. I hope that that also gives you the permission, if you've been feeling something similar, to do the same. I would love to know. Please don't hesitate to connect with me on social media, reach out to me in the DMs on my personal Instagram account. But the one thing that I want to leave you with is that it has been an honor to be in your ears. It has been an honor to be in your inbox. And as always, keep blooming.